Hello there. Welcome back to Paulie and Me. I am me, Lauren Margulies. I'm here with Paulie. Go.
That's me. I'm Paul Warshauer. I'm the Paulie in Paulie and Me, and I live in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota.
And I live in the great state of Texas. I am in Dallas, home of the Cowboys. Woo!
Yeah, okay. All right.
Sorry. Go.
So
What's going on? What's going on?
you have to tell them about how did
Sure.
this strange duo.
Sure. A lot of people have asked, how did this happen? How did this come to be? This. How did this guy and I come to be? Paul, why don't you give them an idea of sort of the origin of how our relationship happened?
Yeah, this is a very strange origin story. It was the 1980s. I was going to Cal State Northridge in Northridge, California. And I didn't want to rent a house. I wanted to get a short-term solution from September until I went to summer camp in June. So I went to the housing office at the university, and they gave me a list of ideas, share a house, do this. And then there's this listing that says au pair, A-U-P-A-I-R. Fortunately, I knew what it meant, and it said 6-year-old kid. All right, what the hell? I'll go up and I'll interview them. They thought they were interviewing me. I was interviewing them. So I go up to this beautiful house in Granada Hills, and I interviewed Lauren's father and his stepmother. And while we're talking, this little 6-year-old pisher comes out and interrupts us. And I look straight at him. I was a little tired because I'd taken a bicycle up there. Those were the days when I could ride a bike. And I put my finger up and I say, "Excuse me, I'm talking to your parents." And Michael kept quiet, and that was it. Vanna said that was the moment I got the job. So I moved in, took a bedroom. I didn't know whose bedroom it was. They had a nice big.
It was my bedroom while I was serving this country in the Air Force. Thank you very much.
I had no idea that this guy even existed. All I know is I got a bedroom. There was some brother and sister that were related somehow. I didn't care. I got a nice bedroom. 3 hots and a cot, as we say in the business. And I'm sitting pretty. I'm having fun. I'm going to college. Michael and I get along. He's a wonderful kid, very smart, intuitive. And all of a sudden, I hear kind of rumblings that the prodigal son is coming home.
That's me. I'm the prodigal son.
That's the prodigal son. He's coming back from the Air Force. And I'm beginning to realize, well, I'm going to lose my bedroom and probably my job because Lauren will come back and, I don't know what he's going to do for a career. I had no idea, So I gird my loins, getting ready to be thrown into the street. And Lauren shows up, this handsome young man, and he's in a uniform, and he does Taekwondo or Hody-Do or some martial arts stuff. Hody-Do, I think it was. It's a Western thing. Anyway, so father moves him back into the house, but he puts him in a corner of the living room with a screen. I got to keep the bedroom, which kind of was subtle, so that Lauren would force himself to go out and get an apartment or something.
Yes.
Then somehow he came over to the house. He was, we were close enough in age that, we went out, we went to play pool, went bowling, we got a couple of drinks. Now, I, in those days, was known to imbibe a little bit. And Lauren will tell you that he rescued me on several occasions. And don't forget, he was a martial artist, so he knew how to take care of himself. And most importantly, he knew how to get me out of trouble. So one day at a billiard hall or something.
At a Korean billiard hall, Paul starts yelling, he hates the Koreans. There was 4 of us playing pool and 600 Korean folks playing pool. And Paul decides that's the moment he wants to pick a fight with the Korean people. So I grabbed him and some other guy grabbed me. And luckily we got out there we got out of there by the seat of our pants. The seat of our pants. Barely. But
now,
we
of course,
survived.
I'm going to disavow any of that, but Lauren does have a pretty good track record of remembering these things. And yeah, it was a little dangerous. But I just felt I was invincible because I had him to kick anybody's ass. He wouldn't have done it because he was very good at mediating, and that was it. Now, we went to Vegas a few times, and of course, once again, he was drinking, I was drinking, and I thought I'd play a little prank on him when he came back to the room. So I hid behind this ficus tree, this plastic ficus tree.
Yes, there was one stick of the ficus tree, and I came in the room, and he is hiding behind the ficus tree with a bucket on his head, an ice bucket, and I kid you not, for the first 3 or 4 minutes, I really didn't see him. I don't know why. I didn't see him. And
some guy in the military you were.
Yeah. And luckily, I wasn't in special ops division or
right.
something. But
so
yes,
we get back to the house, and I'm telling the story. And
yes.
Lauren's father, God bless him, just said, Lauren, I don't understand it. Why were you so drunk? Or something
because
like that.
He said I was the one that was hiding behind the ficus tree with the bucket on my head. And of course, my dad, yes, love him to death, the sweetest man that ever lived. But my dad believed him and not me, and looked at me disappointingly like, oh, really? You're hiding behind a ficus tree with the bucket on your head. I expect more of you.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. That was Paul. That was Paul. And Paul's like, I don't know.
I have no idea what this man is saying.
Yeah. I expect more. Yes, he said, I expect more of Lauren too.
Right. And then, of course, little Michael chimes in saying, I can't believe my big brother would do that, and then accuse Paul of such a terrible thing.
Yes. My family, thank you.
Yeah, that's
As
it.
Woody Allen would say in Love and Death, my family.
My family, ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Thank you.
So we became friends over that. Then I graduated. He went on to Dallas, and I stayed in California for a while, went back to Illinois, and then come in. It's my Wheels on Wheel. Come in. Come in. Oh, maybe it was the delivery guy. It may not have been my Wheels on Wheels. I'm expecting office supplies too at a lunch. Different delivery people.
Good. Yeah, so we became friends over the years, and then decided to do a TV show.
I was doing a murder mystery deal, and I told Lauren what was going on. He said, I'd like to be a producer. So he invested a couple of bucks, came up to Chicago, and we filmed this amazing murder mystery series. Well, it's like a pilot, actually, in like a reality show.
Yeah.
And it was terribly edited, but very funny. And it never went anywhere. So we stayed in touch, did a little business here and there. And then now we're working on this show plus kind of a fantasy Western. So that's the origin story.
That is how Paulie and me became Paulie and me.
Right. Now, in terms of the actual show,
yes,
Lauren had bought this beautiful house in Dallas somewhere, and there was always plenty of room. I had my whole suite on the second floor. Lauren lived on the first floor, and he would make these hideous-looking protein shakes and weird things with colors. I would, of course, get a dozen good donuts. And we thought, let's do a project. We'll do a reality show about the two of us from different worlds.
Different guys,
different worlds. And we came up with the idea of building a brewery. We're going to build a brewery. And we filmed a whole episode of us trying to figure out how to do a brewery. And
where can they see it if they want to see the pilot?
You go right on paulieandme.com, or just go follow the link from here, because this is going to be on Facebook and on our website. So Paulie and Me, it's on YouTube. You can go to Paulie and Me, Paulie. So, and that's kind of the origin story. And from there, we're going on. We're going to do some other projects, but We still have this brewery idea poking around, so we're looking for a couple of investors to help us put the pilot together. We shot a sizzle, but now we want enough money to do a pilot, and then it's time for buddy pictures again.
It is time. The world could use buddy pictures.
Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon.
Yes.
Chris Farley and David Spade.
Yes. Tony Randall and Jack Klugman.
There it is.
Yes.
I think I would be the Jack Klugman. You would be the Tony Randall.
Yes, I would.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm the neat, fastidious one, and you're sort of the
other guy.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it for this episode, is just to explain how we got together. I think in another episode, we're going to interview Michael Margulies, the actual, who is now, what, in his 30s?
40s.
Oh, my God.
Yes, my younger Pisher brother, who's smartest guy in the world, but he's a Pisher.
Doesn't he have a doctorate in electronic or computer?
He can make anything. He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
He can do anything.
But he's still a Pisher.
Little Pisher.
Little Pisher. We still got to keep him in place. Keep him in line.
Well, that's it. I'm Paulie.
I'm Lauren.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.